Hello my friend, in this video I'm going to be comparing DistroKid to UnitedMasters and trying to help you figure out which music distribution system is right for you. So right off the bat, between DistroKid and UnitedMasters, DistroKid is the better service because their membership fees are less and they do not take a share of your royalty money. So although UnitedMasters does have a free option, they actually take a 10% cut of all of your money. And although you can actually get that 10% cut waived if you pay for one of their annual fees are actually more expensive than DistroKid's. So based on those two things alone, I think DistroKid is the better service, but we'll take a deeper dive into both of these services so that you get a better picture of how each of them work and which one is right for you. Also, before I continue, I wanted to let you know that I've also written an article on this topic, so if you would like to follow along, or if you prefer the written word format, simply Google DistroKid vs. UnitedMasters Best Friends Club. So I've already made it pretty clear that I think DistroKid is the superior service, but I think it's worth comparing the two features in a little bit more depth. Particularly, United offers some kind of sponsorship or partnership program that can apparently land you promotions with things like the NBA, apparently, and I think that's worth looking into, and we'll get into that a little bit more later. So first off, on this article, I've actually created a table where I kind of compare the two costs. As you can see, DistroKid ranges from $19.99 over to $59.99, and UnitedMasters either takes that 10% cut or has a $60 annual fee. It's worth noting that both of these costs are in US dollars, and that for both paid services, you get unlimited song uploads. However, with that free version where they take 10%, you can actually only upload one song per month. And then lastly, when comparing the two services, they both have roughly about the same stores that they could send music to. However, it's noted that DistroKid takes about 1 to 2 weeks to get your music up, and UnitedMasters actually states that it takes them 3 weeks. So here is a better look at the table right here. As you can see from this table that I did create for you, it looks like DistroKid does beat out UnitedMasters in just about every category. Also, I should mention that you can actually save an additional 7% off of any DistroKid plan. I'll put a link to that in the description below. So essentially what we're looking at here is that although UnitedMasters does have a free tier, there are quite a few strings attached to this. They take a 10% cut. You can only upload to 5 of the stores on this free plan, and you can only upload 1 song per month. On top of all of this, UnitedMasters actually has a smaller amount of total stores, takes longer to upload music, and has a minimum payment threshold for getting paid. So before diving even deeper into the two services, what exactly should you be looking for in a music distributor? The main areas that I think you should focus on are which services provide the lowest subscription cost, which service takes the smallest cut of your music payments, which service allows you to release as much music as you want, and which service is the fastest to get your music into stores. Everything else like website builders and gimmicky promotional things like hyperfollow and landing pages and websites are not important in your ultimate goal of getting your music distributed efficiently and effectively. All of these little websites and little things that they add, they're very gimmicky, they're not very useful, they're not very customizable, and you're better off making your own website if possible. So moving on, when you're actually comparing the two features that these two services have, they basically offer kind of the same thing. So one is the ability to distribute music to stores and streaming platforms. The second is revenue reporting and insights. And the third is offering some kind of crappy websites and web pages to promote your music. In my opinion, DistroKid wins on distribution because they offer unlimited uploads, the ability to set a release date, and offer more places to actually upload your music. When it comes to reporting, I actually think that UnitedMasters wins in this area because from what I can tell, they actually offer prettier and more aesthetically pleasing reports, although I've never actually used them, to be completely honest. And lastly, they do both offer some kind of web pages or follow pages or pre-save pages, but honestly, I want to just get this out of the way. No one cares about your pre-save links. No one's really going to click them. You're wasting your time with that anyways. If you think that fans are going to flock to your pre-save page so that they can re-enter their Spotify login details to save your track a little bit earlier, think again. The way that these are set up is just way too much of a pain, and the user experience is awful for the actual user. Sure, it sounds great to you, the idea of people pre-saving your track, but the actual user experience is not worthwhile for anyone. Lastly, I wanted to touch on my thoughts on UnitedMasters brand opportunities, the kind of extra feature that they offer. So according to their website, UnitedMasters offers brand opportunities where they can get your music in video games and other potential brand sponsorships. Honestly, I don't know too much about this, nor do I know anyone that has actually had any success with this. But in a podcast with the head of marketing at UnitedMasters, they were asked how they compete with a service like DistroKid, and to be honest, after struggling to provide a good answer, he pointed to their brand opportunities as why UnitedMasters is better. Additionally, I actually found another article where the writer says that UnitedMasters is the latest tone-deaf artist exploitation scam from Silicon Valley. At this point, I'm definitely calling BS on this feature. If anybody wants me to research this particular feature more, I'm more than open to that. just let me know in the comments below. And I'll also link to the podcast and the article that I just mentioned in the description. So at this point, after listening to this video or watching this video, however you did it, I think it's pretty clear that I prefer DistroKid. It's what I've been using for a couple years now, and it's really useful for my personal music release strategy. With that said, the choice is ultimately yours. If you'd like to use DistroKid, there's a link in the description where you could save 7%. And other than that, good luck on your next release. Thank you so much for watching this video. Like and subscribe if you did appreciate the information in this video, and I'll see you in the next one, my friend. Have a good one.